How is everything? So, don't expect me to speak because it would be too difficult for me. But I don't know, I will just try to say a few basic things, but let's see. Hold on a second. So, the first, I think, yeah, in every language you have to look at the alphabet first, and then how the letters are pronounced, and after that the few basic words you start to look up. So before you could say a sentence like él tiene 20 años. He is 20 years old. But before that, like, yeah, you have to see that there's that letter in Spanish, which an N letter above this wave kind of thing, what you call it. So that letter has, a different sound. So it's not N, but it's pronounced años. So that's why, yeah, it takes ages, and I don't have a chance to attend classes, which frustrates me because I would really like to, because I'm very interested in that language. I mean, even way before I was interested in this language, but I have never had the chance to study. And sadly, yeah, that's why I can't speak. No hablo español. I don't speak Spanish, sadly. So, me llamo Brigitta. My name is Bridget. So, there's another letter. It looks like L. It's 2L actually, but it's not pronounced as L. It's like Y. Like in the word llamo, cold. Like I am cold. Like me llamo. My name is. Or mi nombre es. That's also my name is in Spanish. Mi nombre es. Or me llamo. And how to say what's your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? Do I say it any correctly? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo means how. Llamas is like conjugated verb of like you called, and te is like you. But I'm not sure. I have to look up this phrase. I have difficulty in remembering few basic words. And yes, in Spanish you conjugate the verbs like in every person. Not like in English, you just conjugate he, she speaks. No. In Spanish, you have to do like yo hablo, tú hablas, and so forth. But what I found is a different tip. It's not what I need. It's a different one. I didn't find the present tense conjugation. So I'm looking at something else which doesn't have. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Bridget. Where are you from? ¿Dónde eres tú? Soy de Hungría. I'm from Hungary. As you know, Hungary is a small country in Europe which supports Israel. So that's good, because I think the Jewish community needs support at this time. So, soy de Hungría, and I think the H letter is not pronounced in Spanish if it's in the beginning of the word. You know, like the first letter, it's not pronounced. It's silent. And what else? What can I say? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, the Italian word niente, nothing comes to my mind, but in Spanish it's something else. You are welcome is de nada in Spanish, I think. De nada. It's two words, two short words. De nada, if I'm not mistaken with remembering. I have never attended a Spanish course, so if you want to judge me on my pronunciation, well, you can be harsh with me, but I can't help, I have never had the chance. Vivo en Turquía. Do I say it correctly? I live in Turkey, but I'm not from Turkey. Vivo en Turquía. Pero soy de Hungría, but I'm from Hungary. What else? Me llamo Bridget. I can say that someone else is 20 years old, but if I would have to say my age, I would struggle. I haven't looked up that phrase. I can only say he is 20 years old. Él tiene 20 años. He is 20 years old. But this is not what I wanted to say. I can't say my age. But in Spanish, when they say the age, they use the word have, which sounds strange. Like tengo is like I have. And then you say the age and then años, like years. And I don't know why they say I have something, years. Like the expression is like this in Spanish. I don't understand why. So I can't say my age. I'm too old. And yeah, I'm sad, but triste is in Italian, I think, that word, triste. So, ¿cuántos? How many? ¿Cuántos? How many? ¿Cuántos idiomas tú hablas? How many languages do you speak? ¿Cuántos idiomas tú hablas? How many languages do you speak? Is it correct if I say it or not? Sorry, I'm really struggling with, not having any teacher or anything in Spanish. Then another phrase but this is the, everyone knows. Te amo. I love you. What else? I could only say my name, where I'm from, and I love you. Great. What else do you need to know in Spanish, right? Seriously. Me encanta. I like. But also me gusto means I like. So which one do I need to use? Me gusto or me encanta. I prefer me encanta. So if I want to say I like President such and such, I think I need to say me encanta el presidente, and then I can say who. So it's funny, I can't speak, and it's strange that a commenter, it's very weird, I was expecting, bullying for my crap pronunciation in the short Spanish video about supporting the Argentinian president. I was expecting bullying for my pronunciation that, I sound crap. which I would understand. I mean, why? How would you expect a Hungarian to be able to say, sentences correctly without ever being to any Spanish-speaking country? I have never been to any. So, so I was just saying this and that, and then I was just thinking, oh yeah, I'm sure I'm going to receive somebody saying, oh, this is terrible, and somebody would say you are stupid, your pronunciation sucks, and but the Spanish speaking people are not so harsh like well, I'm sorry, but the locals, in Turkey, I receive a lot of bullying from Turkish speaking commenters. I don't know why. What's their problem with me? What do I do that they are so irritated? But perhaps it's because I'm a foreigner and they don't like me. So, ¿cómo te llamas? What's your name? Yeah, somebody is spamming my live video. This is what happens on YouTube a lot. You can't talk about something without being bullied. Like you want to talk about something, important like a language or just ask for help or something, but then you receive bullying, which is really discouraging. Like I'm just asking myself, why is it the only thing that you guys can do? So, ¿dónde eres tú? Where are you from? Soy de Hungría. And I answered, I'm from Hungary, which is a small country which supports Israel. And it's among the very few countries that support Israel, just like Argentina. Argentina. I think that letter G is not pronounced as, it's not, it's like with hair sound. Argentina, or I'm sorry, I can't, make the pronunciation properly, but I think, yeah, it's something different. I have to listen to the language first more. Thiana, I said have to. What is it? Thiana? Have to listen to the language first a lot before you can speak. Like, then the key is to be in a certain country where the language is spoken, which would be very helpful. But oh, by the way, it's a different story. Yesterday or so, I read on the news that in Chile, in South America, neighboring country to Argentina, there was a 7.5 magnitude earthquake. And the earthquake was felt in Argentina too. Wow. I haven't heard of any casualties, so hopefully there's no casualties or anything, but I just, felt your pain, because here in Turkey, Akwi and Turkey, here there are earthquakes quite often. Akwi and Turkey. So here in Turkey there are earthquakes quite often, sadly. And but hopefully there was no casualty, in the South American, earthquake recently, a 7.5 magnitude one. I haven't heard of any casualties, so hopefully that's the case. Anyway, él tiene 20 años. He is 20 years old. How to say about you? Like, I think I have to use the word have something years. And how many? ¿Cuántos? I think I would need to ask the question. ¿Cuántos? How many? And then something años. And there's a word in between. Tengo means I have, and you have is I don't know yet. I would need to find somewhere here. I'm not sure if it's, a few things are mentioned here, but it would take me a long time to figure which one. And I mean, this is not an easy language either. Spanish is not. I mean, it seems like. And there is some brief exercise, but yeah, but I would need to really dwell on these things, like it's not just something that you can fill out from your head, like uños amigos, something friend. And so you would need to los otros, the other. I think otros means other. Her mother, su madre. With her mother, con su madre. Nosotros, we, and cuando. When we, I think cuando nosotros means when we. La comida mientras mi padre, my father, mi padre, my father. La mesa. I sound like the Italians speak this language. I mean, Spanish and Italian are similar, but these are the verbs. Preparar, okay, prepare, and poner. There's no above the letter N. Sometimes, in the word años, there is above the N letter, like años, years, there's this sign. But in the book, there was not that. It's a different word, so that's why the pronunciation is different. Yeah, it's so difficult. And when you are stuck, it's really hard to motivate yourself that there's a chance and you can do it, but you need a lot of patience and perseverance and the motivation, because if nobody around you speaks a word of that language, then you just can't learn it. So Argentina supports Israel, and Hungary also supports Israel. So these are good things, because I think that the Jewish community needs the support, and yeah. So in many countries Spanish is spoken actually, but sadly the language doesn't get as much attention as Russian or Mandarin Chinese, because these are the two languages that get the most attention these days, and the communist countries are back. They want the whole Western world to be under submission to them. But the West will fight back. Hopefully Javier Milei, the Argentinian president, will fight back, fight against China and the influence of the Chinese, because I'm very concerned about the influence of the Chinese, because they definitely don't want anything good for us Westerners. They want to control us, and I don't like that. And viva la libertad, long live freedom. Well, let's pray for that, because We definitely need that. We need to be stronger. We need to have motivation. We need to learn and stand together against those who want to subjugate us, right? So viva la libertad, long live freedom, and soy fan de Milei. I'm really a fan of the Argentinian president. Seriously, his well, his speeches, although I don't understand unless it's translated, but like, yeah, he is really cool, and I think he wants the best for the Westerners, and yeah, he supports Israel, which is a brave, declaration of, you know, like, he's not afraid to say that. And whenever I see a picture of him, for example, in front of the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem, the picture reflects, emotion of a leader who is really connected to his religion, and how he respects that religion. It really goes to show how connected he is to religion and how he respects religion. So those pictures reflect that. At the Wailing Wall, when he has those emotional pictures, I really feel touched by it as a non-Jewish person even. And like, I started to think, yeah, it's just so respectful and it's amazing. And I wish, I often think, I wish I didn't grow up in an atheist family. Like, I didn't have the support and encouragement, and I was kind of like in a communist background in a way, not fully, but I mean, my country was oppressed by Russia's influence in the past. Hungary has experienced it. So, and to this day, mark my words, Hungary is still facing Russian influence. So that's why the Argentinian president's attitude against the communists touched me so much, because he's saying, um, we will fight back, and he stands for Israel, and he doesn't support communist countries and doesn't want them to take over the world. And yeah, is so respectful to, and he's so connected to his religion. So these things really make him stand out from the other leaders in the world. Like, if you would ask me who you think stand out, well, one of them is him. So yeah, and I'm so envious of him, of Javier Milei, for visiting Israel. Like, I don't know how many times he has visited the country, but I have never been to Israel. And yeah, I'm non-Jewish. But I mean, he could visit, Jerusalem, and yeah, I mean, very cool. But I haven't been able to visit. Let alone, I haven't even been to the Americas, like the American continent. I have never been to. I would like to go, but it's very far away, and yeah. So yeah, I was talking about language earlier, but I just went on to say a few other things. So yeah, I just think, well, my case is hopeless because I'm not going to be able to visit or anything, or yeah, I'm not smart, like I don't speak Spanish and I don't have knowledge. Actually, I have never had the chance to get a decent education, never. So I lack all that most of you guys are lucky that you have university education and all those things. You are so blessed, but I'm not. I'm not. So returning to, yeah, what can I say in Spanish? Not more than 5 sentences even, not even that. Um, Hola a todos. Me llamo Bridget. Soy de Hungría. Uh, Vivo en Turquía. Um, but when it comes to saying my age, I can't say it in Spanish. I can say a different sentence that he's 20 years old. Él tiene 20 años. And then the conjugation of have. So in third person, conjugation of tango is like tiene or something. Oh, and when they say he is right, él tiene razón. Razón, how it's pronounced. He is right. Also the word have, like he has right. Something is the grammar structure. Interesting. But yeah, I just don't have a chance, you know. And I'm too old, so I would have tons of things, I have problem, my teeth aesthetically it's so ugly. It would be a lot of money to fix it, like over 150,000 Turkish liras. One place said such quote for, dental place for my teeth. Many years of, like, they said, oh, it would take many years to fix your teeth. And a lot of money just for my teeth, nothing else. I wasn't like, not even, and I still don't have, I don't have a home. I had lost a home in my home country. um and nobody wants me to be educated. My environment, my very, very extremely small environment, doesn't want me to get education. And I'm stuck. Like, and the country I'm in is actually not supporting Israel. Vivo en Turquía. It's not supporting Israel. Soy de Hungría. I'm from Hungary, which supports Israel. So it's a very strange situation for me. And I was just saying earlier how the Argentinian president is very brave. And he is going to receive Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Israeli Prime Minister, I think either in September or in October. I was going to say Eylül'de in September. In Turkish, I was going to say the phrase in Turkish. Oh my God, Eylül'de. Why do I start to say in Turkish? Sorry. So anyway, one more time. Okay, so the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is going to Argentina perhaps in September or in October, so like soon. And I wonder what the press would, mention about that visit, like would they all go against, Milei? Like, oh, he's this, he's that. Oh my God, he received, Netanyahu and all that. Would the press go on like this, like shaming Milei? And I think, yeah, I hope not, but I think the case would be that, Millet would be, like in the press, he would be humiliated, like, oh, this is like by many countries, like, oh, he's this, he's that, and criticizing him and all that. Just bullshit. But I love his saying, soy cruel. I am cruel. I really, I find it very cool. It just, he's so honest. Like, and I look at the picture, you know, he publishes on his page, and he doesn't look cruel to me. Just very funny, like how, but yeah, the people who criticize him, you know, the communists, they call him, oh, he's so cruel and stuff. He is not. Um, so yeah, just it was a funny video about me saying one or two Spanish words, and the rest of it is just my English, you know, rant about topics. Yeah, what can I do? Nothing. Right now I can't do anything. Just have to, I don't know, give myself motivation. Even if I feel like I can't do anything, it's bad. Soy cruel, and I am cruel. También, I am cruel too. Yo también, me too. I think it's how you say it. Yo también, me too. I'm cruel too. Soy cruel. Yeah. So that was my life. That's it. And gracias por. Thank you for, and I can't say the rest of the sentence. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I don't know. You can give me comments if you like. I don't think anybody cares to give me comments, like, unless, you know, the haters, they give comment anytime, you know, they don't care about, you know, which day, which time. But I mean, those people who maybe don't hate me, please give a comment if you like. I think my pronunciation in Spanish is terrible. Me llamo Bridget. My name is, like, it's the informal version, this one. Mi nombre is the formal version of mi nombre is formal way of saying my name is, and me llamo is informal way of saying. So yeah, this live was maybe boring to most of you, but that's it. I was just sharing with you my thoughts and my questions and my attitude to languages. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Adios.